voltage and force current analogy. How to go with the force voltage and force current analogy. So we are having rotational system, J is present, two moment of inertia are present, two moment of inertia are present. First of all, I will try to draw the free body diagram and the differential equation. So I am trying to draw the free body diagram. So J1, it is having applied torque T, opposing torque will be Tj1 and K1 connected for this, so Tk1 and B1 also connected for this Tb1. These are the opposing forces for the moment of inertia or applied torque. And here in the diagram, theta 1, theta 2 missing. I will just take in the diagram. Displacements will be there. For every moment of inertia, there will be displacement. So theta 1. This is the free body diagram for first moment of inertia. First moment of inertia. Now Newton's third law for mechanical system, applied torque equal to opposing torques. Opposing torques are Tj1, Tk1 and Tb1. Tb1. Now I will try to write the force balance equations. I will try to write the force balance equations. We know that J1, then d square theta 1 by dt square we have to write. For K1, because K1 is present between the masses, we have to write theta 1 minus theta 2. Then B1 is connected only for first moment of inertia. So we have to write first order derivative. This is equation 1. This is differential equation, mechanical system. Differential equation, mechanical system. Now I will go to J2. I will draw the free body diagram for J2. J2 free body diagram. You don't have any applied force. You don't have any applied force for J2, but K1 and K2 are connected and B2 also connected. B2 also connected. Okay. So what I will do, there will be opposing force due to J2 and K1 connected, K2 connected and B2 also connected. Okay, these are the components. You can see K1 is connected to J2, K2 is connected, B2 is connected. Okay, all this will give opposing torques. The effect of T will be there on J2 also because this complete is one system. And the displacement for the second moment of inertia, it is given theta 2. It is given theta 2. Now I am trying to write Newton's third law. Applied torque equal to opposing torques. No applied torque. So opposing torques are Tj2, Tk1, Tk2 and Tb2. Now I am trying to write force balance equation. J2 d square theta 2 by dt square plus K1. You can see K1 is present between the moment of inertia. So I have to write theta 2 minus theta 1. For second moment of inertia, I have to give importance. Then if you see K2, it is connected only to J2. K2 is connected only to J2. So only we have to write theta 2. Only theta 2 we have to write. Then B2, you can see it is connected only to J2. Bottom it is there. So it will have effect only on J2. So only one displacement I have to use, d theta 2 by dt. This is equation 2. This is equation 2. Okay. Now I will go for the equivalent parameters. I will go for the equivalent parameters. If you see, we are supposed to write torque voltage, okay, and torque current equations. We are supposed to write torque voltage and torque current equations. Torque voltage and torque current equations. So for that, what we have to do? So we are having the equivalent parameters table. Torque voltage, torque current. You can see torque voltage means this is the thing. Okay. We are having a BMK, no? We are having BMK and it will be B, J, J and K. B, J, K. Okay, torque voltage analogy. BJK is nothing but RL 1 by C. So I will take that. I will write by the side. BMK in mechanical translational system is nothing but BJK in mechanical rotational system. mechanical rotational system. In force voltage analogy, this is nothing but RL 1 by C. RL 1 by C. Okay. Input is torque. Here it is force. Now it is torque. And here because it is force voltage means this is equal to voltage. Okay. Output is displacement here. So dx by dt is there. We have to write it as the output. Input is voltage means output is current. Input is voltage means output is current. Output is current. Okay. So this is what we have to remember. Here we will have d theta by dt. D theta by dt, that we have to write it as current equivalent. Current equivalent. What you have to remember is this portion. Right side of what I have circled in white color, you have to remember. Okay, what I have circled in white color, you have to remember. Now I will replace this equation 1, I will convert to electrical system. This is mechanical system. Now I will convert that to electrical system. Okay. So if torque is there, I have to write it as voltage. Okay. It is equal to, if J is there, I have to write J is there, I have to write L. J is there, I have to write L, L1. If d theta by dt is I means d square theta by dt square, we have to write di by dt. We have to write di by dt. So this is di1 by dt. Suffix we have to maintain the same. L means 1 by C. L means 1 by C. So 1 by C1. And theta 1. X means it is theta. Theta means integration of I. Integration of I. So we have to write integration of I1 minus I2 dt plus B means it is R. B means it is R. So R1 d theta 1 by dt means it is I1. Okay, it is I1. This is equation 1a. This is equation 1a. First equation I converted to electrical system in torque voltage analogy. What I am trying here is torque voltage analogy. What I have started with is torque voltage analogy. I am trying to do torque voltage analogy. Okay. Now I will go to equation. Now I will go to equation 2. Equation 2. What I have to remember? So BMK is nothing but BJK, and that is RL1 by C. I have to remember. Input force means here it is torque and here it is voltage parameter. Output displacement dx by dt, I have to take it. D theta by dt will be there, which is nothing but current. And d square x by dt square is there, or d square theta by dt square is there. That becomes di by dt. And here if theta is there, that becomes integration of idt. Integration of idt. All these things. Okay. First one is translational system, mechanical translational system. This is mechanical rotational system. And this is force voltage analogy. Force voltage analogy. Okay. So this table you have to remember. This table you have to remember. Only then it is very easy for writing the equivalent. Now I am going with equation 2. I am going to replace the mechanical equation, differential equation, mechanical system to electrical system. I am going to replace with electrical system. So left side it is 0. Left side it is 0. J2 means J, in the place of J I have to write L. In the place of J I have to write L. So L2 d square theta by dt square means I have to write di2 by dt plus k means I have to write 1 by c. K means I have to write 1 by c. And theta means I have to write integration of I2 minus I1 into dt plus K2 theta 2. K means I have to write 1 by C2 integration I2 dt plus last term B2 d theta 2 by dt. B means I have to write R. B means I have to write R2. D theta by dt means I have to write I2. Okay, this is equation 2a. Now I have equation 1a and 2a. Now I have equation 1a and 2a, which is electrical system. Now, if this diagram, you need not worry, only writing equations is important. Now, this is KVL equation. This is also KVL equation, equation 2a also KVL equation. So this is mesh analysis. This is mesh analysis. If I draw the diagram, mesh analysis means loops will come. Okay, loops will come. What I have to follow is number of masses equal to number of meshes, okay, or loops. Loops or meshes one and the same. Every loop will have one current, so number of currents equal to number of currents. Okay. In the given question, I have two masses, J1, J2. Moment of inertia or masses, J1, J2. Two masses are there, so I will be having two loops. I will be having two loops. This is one closed loop. This is the second closed loop. So in the first one, I am taking I1 as the current. In the second loop, I am taking I2 as the current. Preferably clockwise direction, you put the current, so it will come correct. Okay. Now, if you see 1A equation, E is the voltage which is related to first equation, so it belongs to first mesh. This is coming in first equation, so it belongs to first mesh. Okay. Now, L1 di1 by dt. So only one current is flowing. I have to put the inductor belonging to first mesh only. Then 1 by C1 I1 minus I2. Two currents are flowing, so I have to put it in the parallel path. C1 I have to put in the parallel path. I1 minus I2 means I1 downward direction, I2 upward direction. Opposite direction current, so one is positive, other one is negative. Next, R1 I1. Only I1 current is flowing. I have to put it only belonging to first mesh. Okay, you can put next to L1 or in the bottom path. Anywhere you can put. Okay, you can put this R1 next to L1. Okay, or previous to L1, but only I1 current should flow. Anyway, you can draw the diagram. Only I1 current should flow. So equation 1A, I completed the diagram. Now I am going to 2A equation. No separate voltages, so it is 0. Then L2, only I2 current is flowing. So what I will do, I will put L2 somewhere here. L2, only I2 current is flowing. Then 1 by C1, both currents are flowing. 1 by C2, I2 current is flowing. Okay, already C1 it is there, both currents are flowing. And C2, only I2 current is flowing. So I am putting over here, only I2 current is flowing in C2. R2, only I2 current is flowing. So I can put R2 also, where only I2 current flows. This is R2. Okay, second loop completed. You can see in the equation 1 by C1, I2 minus I1 is there. This is second loop equation you are writing. So you have to give importance to I2 current first. So I2 minus I1 you have to do. So this is the circuit diagram. For given electrical system, for the obtained electrical system. The circuit diagram is completed.